And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 15.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now this time he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways
my
to
phone
get
in
off
there?
the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
You say ankle. Mess it up. I heard that.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Starting up early, easy little tutty.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
5 at the 28-yard line.
Give me that. Let's go.
Get up, get up. Intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
At the 43-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary.
Shout out to you for trying to do
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The ball carrier.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Allen run from the gun on third down.
Why you keep throwing the ball? Oh, just throwing him down the line.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Play. He throws him up.
Allen finding Brown for a Bills first down.
Just get him the fucking ball. Shouldn't matter.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Flush to his right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen.
Oh, shit. I didn't even see that.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Oh, my gosh. Get up.
Dante Jackson picks it.
I got him on the 3.
Return won't go
I think
anywhere.
it
They'll
really
be back
blended
deep in
in.
their own territory at the 2-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
Sometimes they have to change up what they're doing, and for some
you know that's still Trey White over there now.
Usually moving it to more up-tempo.
Still Trey White right there,
just to try
man.
and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Back to throw now in his own end zone.
Give me that.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
This is too easy.
Levi Wallace with a pick, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Tyler Bass for the extra point.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They begin with a quick throw out left. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
Very quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3rd and 7.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Oh, wow.
Here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he'll get.
Okay. Yeah, take Jamie Newman out, because No.
Get this back to the 32-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
That was a bad pass. It was way over his head.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. Got an open man, it's Foster. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 20-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
This is caught, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary there to make the grab. And the Bills will extend their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Here's Bass now to send it away. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
What score?
Not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
The Jets on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's the backup Darnold.
Why
He's got his target. That's Moore. Yeah, they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
That's a pick. Oh,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
57's the mic, right? 57.
Play action. Now it's Allen.
I missed that. I'm sorry. That's weird.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
57, Mike, 57. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
To throw again, Allen. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Going deep for Diggs, and that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Come on, that should be good.
The kick by pass is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll have a first down past the 40. And down right around the 37.
Word.
A big pickup of 38. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover, too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
Right back to him on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jerry Hughes on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA and playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there.
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Okay.
Returning it is Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Running out of the Wildcat.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
56 the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
What AD finished with?
After the run, now Darnold to throw. He's going to look deep for Moore. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
And at the 19-yard line.
Huh?
49, guys. Mike, 49.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
There we go.
And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear?
They've got his man complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
1st down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. You tighten it. 536. 536.
And again, it's Allen. Open man here is Foster. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
1st down, Bills.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Pass intended for Stephon Diggs. Incomplete. He was covered by Dante Jackson.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the ball for this one, though.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
The third quarter starts with a run by Singletary. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
A gain of 3, second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Allen's throw is complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, the good news, they got to stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach. But maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Darnold from the gun. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check 59, Mike.
Darnold on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. 22 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. A perfectly executed crossing route.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
A first down throw, Darnold. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again.
Why didn't you go all the...
He can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dayon Buchanan. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
It's 2nd down.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He gets it to Brown, complete. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Taken down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Allen going to get this one to Singletary. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
The throw right sideline here is complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the Bills' first down.
Now Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Complete to Devin Singletary. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 17-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On second down now, Singletary. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And he'll give it here to his running back. They find some
You gotta be
field
kidding
here.
me. That's
And he is
crazy.
finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 54 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get this down to the 10. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. A play fake, and it's Darnold.
No. I saw it. Oh, that's not.
He's got his man on the crossing route.
There's no way.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. On first down, it's Darnold.
Get that, Trey.
And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. 20, 10, and he is going to score. It's a pick six.
I know
that's
the same. They do that same celebration all the time.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Jerry Hughes on the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction. So now what can they do on 3rd?
He got that.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That one good for 24 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
That's a
line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
This will be fielded inside the 5. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
6-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.
Takeaways. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.